we can enjoy the freedom we have been granted. So ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you so very much for coming here. Without any further ado, we would now start with some very knowledgeable speaker sessions, and to begin with, इसी के साथ साथ हम आगाज करते हैं. मैं बुलाना चाहूँगी मंच पर हमारी पहली स्पीकर को, Miss Taylor Elizabeth Bodrie Perramond. I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly. And ladies and gentlemen, just to give you a brief about this lady, she is an international award-winning etiquette advisor, communications expert, and certified emotional intelligence coach. With expertise in personality development, grooming, and elegance, she helps individuals enhance their presence and charisma through empowering her clients around the world by developing their mindset, communications, behavior, and image. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a matter of great privilege and honor for me to welcome this lady at the podium. Can I please have very beautiful Miss Taylor Elizabeth Bodrie Perramond. Oh my goodness, you are looking sensational, I must say, and that attire, subhanallah. Please come, please come, please come. Just to let you know that she will be addressing the topic, which is empowering feminine leadership and mastering emotional intelligence and soft skills for success. Over to you, Ms. Taylor.
Fantastic. Good morning, everyone. It is such an honor to be here. So I'd like to thank the organizers for inviting me to speak, as well as to have the privilege of being in all of your company, all these empowered women, these beautiful women, and the gentlemen that support and empower us every day. So thank you so much for all of you being here. Being in India is always my favorite place to be. Of the 68 countries I've been to, and the 22 that I work in, this is always my favorite. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, 22 countries! So I'm always so very happy to be here because I firmly believe, as an emotional intelligence and etiquette coach, that this is the place where those two parts really meet, in the sense of the people themselves are so incredibly aware emotionally. Now, I have many people, when I tell them that I'm an emotional intelligence coach, they say that they need emotional intelligence. But in fact, actually, I find that the Indian people are very aware already. It's very much part of their culture. It's very much a part of what you learn growing up and in your homes as well. It's just all about the application of it. It's all about the structure and the process to bring awareness to it, which is what I want to talk a little bit about today, about what it means exactly, to the power of emotional intelligence and feminine leadership. Now, I had a speech prepared, but I'd rather, considering the environment here and the energy that I'm getting from all of you, just speak to it really briefly. So what exactly does that mean? What it means is us as women leaning into the strength that we have, regardless of where we are working. If we are self-employed, so we are entrepreneurs like myself, for example. If we are working in the education industry, or if we're working in corporate and we are in leadership role, or if we are at home raising our children, or if we are in the pageantry beauty area of development as well. Regardless of where we're working, about this leadership is about self. It's all about leaning into the strength that we have as women, the natural born strengths that we have as women. And what are those? These are natural leadership skills. I think saying female leadership is almost redundant, right? Because females always are leading. We are always leading someone. We are either leading in our own homes, or we are leading on teams. And as we can see from this, one woman is like 100 women. We know that we do a job of 100 women on a daily basis. So we all know these things. So it's just leaning into the strengths that we already have and coming to awareness of them. So knowing that we as women are more naturally inclined, and it's not that men don't have these characteristics. It's not that, this is not a competition, by the way, men versus women. This is not women trying to take the role or the placement of men. This is the awareness within self as women of these skills that we naturally have and deciding to lean into them to grow and develop them. Those skills are those things that create community. So women are much more naturally inclined to creating collaboration and community, to uphold others and to lift others up, to have empathy. Now these skills, according to many different studies, Harvard Business School, LinkedIn, they are those skills in which the corporate world, as well as entrepreneurs, and as well as those people leading within their own communities, need in order to be successful. So these are skills that we just need to bring awareness to. And how can we do that? Well, there are many different ways that we can do that. One is investing in self. coming to more self-awareness about our own behavior, about our emotions, about how our emotions impact others, how they impact our community, our home community, our professional community. But besides that, it's also about empathetic listening, actually two things. So one is empathetic listening. These are the two things I'm going to leave today as an emotional intelligence advisor and etiquette advisor. Two things. One is empathetic listening. So empathetic listening is listening to understand. Listening to really understand for not only the other human being that you are engaging with. Those could be your students. Those could be your team members. Those could be your family. It could be your husband, your wife. It could be anyone. It's to listen to understand, to build relationships, to lean into our natural tendency as women to build community, to strengthen and lift up others around us so that we are all stronger. And this Indian community is even stronger. So that's one. And the second is harder. So the second is self-reflection. So what I would say leaving today, after you're going to hear some amazing speeches, you're going to be empowered, you're going to meet some wonderful people, have some self-reflection. So ask yourself in the day, what are those things that happened that maybe elevated my emotional intelligence, my awareness of self, the building of community, the skills that I have. Ask yourself what you did that day to do that. The second thing is, and non-critically, which is really hard, because as women, we are very self-critical. This is something that limits us on a daily basis because we are constantly looking, well, I don't know if I look so good today, or I should not have had that second dosa at breakfast like this. So, we're always doing this. Or even in work environment where we're thinking, maybe I was too aggressive, or maybe I was too assertive, or maybe I wasn't those things. In many different ways, we're always overly critical because we're always thinking, we're always formulating in our mind. So when you look at yourself, non-critically ask yourself, where is my area of growth today? Not my area of failure, because you never failed. If you ask yourself this question, you are not failing. You're asking yourself to grow and learn. So where could I today have grown in whatever area? Maybe that was in networking, when I'm engaging with other people. Could I have been a little bit more courageous? Could I have introduced myself in a different way? Maybe it's in parenting. Maybe I could have been more empathetic in parenting or more aware. Maybe it's in leadership where I didn't actually actively listen. I didn't empathetically listen that day. So what could it be? And then moving forward, you make the choice to lean into that growth and development so that you are much better than you were the day before. Because the wonderful thing about every new day is it's a new start. And so you always have those opportunities. So I'd like to thank everybody for having me here today. It is an honor and a privilege. I am always very, very happy to be here. I'm based in Dubai, as well as in Mumbai. I think there's an image, yes, to put up, because I wanted to offer for everyone something. Do you know if we have the image? The logo, yeah. If it's possible to put this up here. So as I mentioned, I work in 22 different countries. I've been to 68. I've traveled the world. I have a consultancy that does personal branding, so personality development on the social etiquette side, as well as professional etiquette side. And then I also work within the education field. So if anybody is interested either in your professional reputation, which is that personality professional development, or in leadership qualities, either in the education field for your students, for yourself, for your faculty, or if you want to create a more sophisticated image in social ways, or if you're in pageantry or in the beauty industry, please do take a look. If you scan that QR code, there's a whole page on all this information, and you can sign up to receive more information from me. I send out many free evaluations and tests so that way people can know where they are and they can always grow, because I firmly believe in empowering and helping women, men, anyone to be the best version of themselves always. Thank you, everyone, and have a wonderful day.